Okay. As you can see, we typed in Danny G, with a lowercase d. And this is what comes up right here. We got Murphy's Milkshakes, okay? What was this? 4 hours ago. I've been busy. It's been a busy morning. These were the other suggestions, and that's up off of a raw YouTube search. Yeah. So this one right here looks like it would correspond. But I already seen them boys from yesterday. And let me tell you, whoo, Danny, you can't mix your drinks well, huh? You know what? Here's the fucking array of drinks today, actually. I'm taking a risk myself. Been going since early. And normally you fuck yourself up if you take, speaking of milkshakes too, huh? So, this is 42 grammer. And if you smash all that right there, although it's Fairlife and it's pretty well filtered through, it's still going to not go too well with one of these. You probably heard the sizzle, huh? So we're going to see if we can handle our mixed drinks. Take that second. We've show about to cheers on this, though. So I think we're going to go ahead and just cheers the bomber down here. He's got the more inviting fist right now. Good on you. Hey, good day. Best with all you got coming up in your career. Now, Danny. Oh, I should probably keep going and talk a little bit about you yesterday, but let's click on this, put it on the tripod, and let's get it full screened here. And let's pause that. Catch you in a second. All right, let's see here. So this might be a little bit of a long intro. I believe this is my first video ever going directly to Danny's channel and doing. Obviously, he's popped up in a lot of other pieces. What do I know about the guy? Let's see here. Let's not start with what I know now. Let's start with, first impressions, okay? I saw an elderly pothead, seemed to have, a kind soul. And he definitely also seemed to have some sort of personality that showed a completely different other side, And when you see characters, you got to look at them first as a bit of entertainment value, okay? I know the guy's written off. And I'll share with you, in a lot of categories, I feel the same. This is was upon first ever seeing him without any real notes of anyone else. I think it was a long time ago, too. And it kind of hiccuped, and I kind of recalled him or remembered once coming around and hanging out, catching some of the doc. And clearly, he's been spoken on by most everybody. Anyhow, didn't really dive into it too much until JDP's show. And I believe it was leading up to Danny G going to Tenerife. And so I would say, I think that's the very beginning, So I see a guy, he's got his lady, he's out on vacation, and I don't watch closely either. So you can't, for me, you can't expect to that I've seen every bit of this guy's content and know with my own eyes what's going on. But, there's enough clips to catch up real quick once you come about. Anyways, I'm getting a bit long-winded, but to explain, just the same as a lot of other characters you slide up on the first time, man. First impressions, yeah, they can be awkward. If you're half decent, you give someone a chance, even if you see a few things, as long as it's not unspeakable, And so at this time, it was around then. And, watch the guy get easily frustrated at golf. To keep it simple, I think he does love his wife. I think he adores her, as he says, you know, they have adoration for each other. I also think that the field that he's in has disrupted, meaning being a character that is constantly streaming and on social media. I think it has affected who he is, you know, wouldn't it anybody, you know, in one way or another, whether it makes you whatever. You see it all the time. It could inflate someone's shit. It could make someone else maybe retreat later on and after. But something like this, you know, we all know guys. We've all had guys in our lives that don't turn it off, you know, or really know when to hang shit up. And let me explain what I mean about that. The no filter and no understanding, like no true mirror, you know. And now I think he slipped so far into it because the guy gets trolled so much to where he's trying to display himself as someone that doesn't care and is trolling the trolls by doing it and having to go with it anyways. And I guess receiving whatever funding he may receive. If I'm wrong, so be it. Again, I don't claim to be right on any of this. This is kind of the real dull, long entry to what I see. If you guys just want to get to the fucking fun, fuck it. I'll skip forward, or you can skip forward, I'll say. Let me continue on with that. Let's see here. Okay, so then as time goes on and I kind of start sourcing other clips after seeing a few things myself and a few actions of his while streaming in conversation, doing the singing ones, all of it. You know, but what's strange is if it was true and it was all for, you know, the shits and gigs and you don't really care and you weren't serious the whole time. That's the other thing I saw. Once I saw your serious interview, I can't recall if it was with James English or someone else, but I saw whoever the fuck it was with that was supposed to be your attempt at your true story. And I'm not saying it wasn't. But now you're saying that there's a lot that isn't. And so that's what I mean by guys don't really realize or have no filter and are just kind of blabbering on about this and that from a source of ego or, you know, whatever need for the nostalgia of the past or, you know, putting a little extra on it, you know, the carpenter lies, as we call them. I kind of see you as that guy. And, well, for sure now. But, you know, back to this, people that are online personalities, what I've noticed, and especially people that are streamers, it changes them throughout time. We're all going to change throughout time, but it changes them in a sense where it's almost becomes a game, especially when you got trolls on you and stuff of what you're willing to do because you're going to do it anyways. And I see it more as a form of addiction. Being at any time you could hang it up and just go do whatever else you want, you know, regardless of what you say about them finding your place of work and all of that. You could also switch completely the way that you interact with social media. I don't got to explain those to you. You can figure it out for yourself. Anyways, this has turned into a counseling session. Who knows if I got to cut this part out. But it's warming me up, you know, and if it's killing anybody because it seems like I'm being too kind, trust me, we haven't reached present day, you know. And to put it the nicest I can, Danny, you're just not my kind of guy, okay? You want me to give reason? I kind of just want to react to this and have some fun. But if anyone wants to go down that route, further, or maybe it comes up in this video, that's all right. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that you're some evil person not worthy of this and that and your own choice, because clearly this is a choice, right? So, do your thing, beware, and be well, you know? All the best. Oh, man, now I should fucking start laughing about fucking last night because that shit was fucking crazy. So my very current, let's just do that real quick. Smack it, okay? So last night, buddy boy, let me tell you something. Not a good look, okay? But you already know that. Here's the thing, though, you know? in life, when we put other things aside, and then we put that right in front, it's bound to be a disaster, okay? So I don't think you need to be putting drinks in front of you, And I think you should go through a 60, maybe 90-day stint, and if not a lifetime of refiguring out how to calibrate your drinking, because you're a speed drinker, for one, by choice. It's a very young-minded thing to do. And I understand, back when I drank, I used to always be trying to race, you know what I'm saying? Having a good time, getting blasted, getting blacked out, all of it, right? It's just not the thing to do. And, there's this thing called life. And as we age through it, we're supposed to grow a little wiser. Now, it doesn't mean that someone that can handle it or chooses to want to have that in their life can go and do that and have fun. But I will say yesterday, as you got drunker and drunker, you have an alcoholic's personality, by the way. You are an alcoholic. I don't know you, but I could reassure you from watching. Those were alcoholic behaviors and reactions. And I'm speaking from my own experience, okay? No, I'm not you. And maybe I wasn't doing the same flopping. You literally went under the table yesterday, okay? There's a saying for a reason, right? And, it wasn't JDP that outdrank you. It's yourself that outdrank yourself. You hear what I'm getting at? Oh, man, this has really turned into a intervention. Oh, what a trip. I promise, guys, there'll be some laughs here, I'm sure, because Murphy's the topic. But let's continue this conversation. Fuck it. It is what it is. So, mister, that's how I see it. Whether you like that or not, whether this dampens your day, that's on you. It's just my opinion and some of my pieces of advice for a lived experience and also an observation of other family members and friends. I've lost people to alcohol, 100%, not just drugs. Yep. And it's not even so much that this has to get to you in that manner. It's more of, this is who I am. So this is what's coming out naturally. I probably wouldn't do this for a complete scumbag, And I don't know of all of your the accusations on you. People, you're welcome to comment and put whatever you want down below. But the one that trips me out, this is a total counseling fucking session. First Danny fucking video, holy fuck. It had to do, I'm pretty sure you were tanked then, and it's just people put up clips of it, and it's within a context of that you were speaking to one of your sons or a young man's lady friend or your daughter's friend, something like that. See, I don't know all the facts, but I've seen the clip. And your mannerisms 100% are, once again, of someone that's reached an alcohol content to the point of where now that pleasure sensor that alcohol triggers, if you've ever, just go look into a drug and alcohol class, right? You'll become real aware of what's going on. Hey, I'm not trying to dampen everyone else's shit either. I should explain. I'm not actually I don't preach sobriety just to anybody. I got a lot of family members and I'm very capable of, so I go to Vegas all the time, very capable of doing that and hosting and having a good time without drinking myself. I enjoy people, the ones that can handle it. I really enjoy the people that can handle it, and even the ones that get right up to the edge, but they wear it well. And I have to give Jake his flowers, whether he wants to act like a total ass and troll the trolls and dance and all that shit. That's good. That's his grind. He actually wears it well, if you ask me. Maybe I'm biased. I don't know. I've said it before. I think of him as like some sort of adopted relative or something that I would look after and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why I picture him as so much younger in a sense too. Like, yeah. Anyways, back to Danny. Motherfucker, bro. Let's skip all the dirt. We can do that on another one. People could help me out fucking of what to look into. I want to stick on what I saw yesterday. And so it is true, as some have pointed out and said, that you may have some sort of homo tendencies. Now, I don't know if you're actually into it. I just see that you have a feminine energy to you, and especially it comes out when you're drinking, okay? And whatever, there's a lot of loving people out there that get brotherly when they're drunk, and they get like that. But you know, once again, alcoholism, the face talking, the need for an intense emotional connection. Oh, that was the other thing yesterday I noticed too, was you seek for validation with someone that's in your presence while you're online. So in other words, you kept saying, Jake will tell you this, Jake will tell you that. And you were offering it up, you know, as his opinion. It's a little rude, you know what I mean? Like, that's just me. That's my principles. Again, this is my reaction to you. And so it's going to come from my perspective. But, you know, not only is it rude, it's coming from a strange, you know, it tells me that you have some sense of compulsive, you know, storytelling type of shit, or the need to put a little bit of, you know, you're trying to spice everything up, you know what I'm saying? But that's another strange trait that I think comes from your time online, and maybe it always has been with you, because once again, we've all grown up with people and can witness that shit. Another thing I think of is most people have touched a certain area, you know, like our characters built over time. And so, you know, you may walk one way until you see something that makes you kind of realize that about yourself. But hey, here I am. And whatever, you could tell me, fuck you, and you don't know me, and that's fine. This is just what's coming out. So maybe we should get into this video. Oh, that was one thing I'll say about Jake, motherfucker. This guy, Danny G or not, you let him fucking go when he was in a blackout. First day in a foreign country. That's not so bro-like. But again, you guys don't have any history. And, you know, the name of the game for you guys is content. So the party goes on, right? Whatever, no mark on you. Yeah, I would be kind of fed up. Personally, Danny, let me posture up here real quick, because if that was me yesterday, the streams would have been turned on. I would never be there in that situation. But if, let's say, off stream, nothing like that, and we just happened to be friends, you would have gotten yourself fucked up. You would have gotten yourself directed, at least real quick. There's a few things that like you shouldn't do. And I will say with the stream involved, because especially in front of an audience, one of the things I already told you, don't be offering fucking someone else's opinion up out of your own mouth. It's fucking rude. Fuck me, whatever. And then, yeah, see, I get long-winded in these stories because I got a lot of experience with a lot of different kind of folk. Check this out, though. Number 2, something that, spatial awareness, okay? So don't offer up someone else's opinion. Have some spatial awareness. Yeah, it's all good. Have a good time, you know. You guys are going to, you know, hug up on each other and all that. I'm talking about that face-to-face shit, bro. All in all, it's the truth, though. Like, so you can't act the way you do around everybody, you know? Just put it that way. And I think if people would hold up a little more respect for each other in person, with those few things, the way real men do, You could have a great time and you could have a crack and do all of it. It's the way you carry yourself, you know. It's the same as it's not what you say, but how you say it, you know. It's not what you do, but how you display it, motherfucker. All right, let's go. All right. Hopefully, here we are. We're back. Hopefully, I get a little more lighthearted with this shit, you know. I think I said in the very beginning, you know, especially with your feminine ways, we'll call you a sweetheart in some sense. You got a weird, strange sweetheart side to you. Ain't nothing wrong with that, motherfucker. Spread the love. All right, there we go. We're waking it up. It's been a long morning, y'all. Here we go.
Oh, I was fine. Nerves in pain today, so I couldn't get some milkshakes, but with 2 milkshakes, a banana, and a chocolate.
Ah, you got bad connection.
A milkshake. Wow, I was hungover today. Just wow.
So he said he was hungover, if you can't fucking hear this shit.
I'm not, you know, like that expensive juice that we were buying yesterday. I ain't like that, like. I don't buy that stuff, do I?
It may have been expensive there, but it was the XO, and yeah, it's some good shit, you know. Back when I drank, I used to put a little Henny in a shot glass and warm it up. It's good. It opens you up. It fucking spikes you up real quick, eh? You didn't seem to handle that too well, you know. And beer before liquor, you never been sicker, right? Isn't that the saying? I don't know. I used to be a liquor drinker, so all I ever did was really stay to liquor. I would use beers at the bar, you know, to sit, like, I would never chase with Coke like you, Jake. What I'd be with is, you know, we call them C minuses. We'd have one of those shitty Coors Lights, you know. And I'd sip beers at barbecues and shit like that, but it's all about that liquor when you're trying to get tanked. Woo-wee! All right, be a good citizen, people.
And I was necking them all like bang, 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 bang.
Yes, you were.
I've made it back to the hotel.
I'll give you that. And you look like you were on a nice alcoholic steam from early on, my boy. So, like I keep saying, think about it. This might itch your fucking ass, bro. This might piss you off. Because guess what? When you're faced with that type of shit, it could piss you off. Oh, man, I don't mean no harm.
So I still had some with today.
I would have yesterday though. I would have gave you a little something, you know. Nothing too heavy. At least a palm to the chest, like, hey, come on, get your fucking act right. You know, I'm gonna have to yell at you too, loud. Get your fucking act right.
I woke up this morning, yeah. I was sick all over my bathroom, but I had to clean it up. I had to go on my hands and knees, you know. I felt so rough all day.
You know, I have to say though, like, you already looked like shit yesterday, so I'm actually impressed that you're out and about. I don't know how many hours later this was and shit. You must have fucking bombed it, huh? You let it all out?
Not good. Just need to get Chris some milkshakes now. Because he's in a bad way, bless him. I ain't seen JDP. I don't know where JDP is.
JDP's probably sleeping. Oh, no, he had surgery today, too. He was too hammered. I was trying to ask him or kind of tell him, hey, shut it down. You got to get operated on tomorrow. Murph, man, that was like a full fucking day. Ooh-wee. He said he's in a bad way if you couldn't hear him. Excuse the long video this is turning into. I haven't done one in a while. I'm kind of enjoying it though.
Go back to the dentist today, I'll try some work done. But Chris, bless him, he's been asleep all day. And I've been messaging him. I've been a bit worried about him, to be honest, because I ain't heard from him all day.
See, that's good, you know. Respect on that, okay? I give credit where credit's due, so hate on me or whatever, I don't give a fuck, but, you know, I give credit where credit's due. And so it's been a pretty harsh one, but yeah, this is a kind act, so you're getting fucking that guy Fuck, I forgot who you're getting him for. He's a pain in the ass. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Rooms?
And I didn't really want to wake him up. But then I was like, I need to wake this bloke up. Loads of stuff ripped out of his mouth again. And I ain't seen him since yesterday. So I video called him. Oh my God. Oh my God. There is blood all over his bed, man. It looks like a murder scene.
Okay. Back to some ways here, okay? And people are loving what you have to say. Again, I got to come from my perspective as if it's so funny because I do not like Murph. If I was anybody's friend though, and I was in that situation, you don't give up game on stuff like that, bro. You let people tell their own shit, their own private shit. Let's back that up. That sounded bad. Danny G. No filter content machine. I get it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. There is blood all over his bed, man. It looks like a murder scene. I'm like, Chris, you alright? It's like, I need some milkshakes, man. You might bring get you some. Yeah, I ain't joking with you, man.
Okay, so this was Murph's request. Maybe I gave credit too soon, huh? This was Murph's request, not your suggestion. I guess you went looking after him. You know, we'll leave it on the table. Got to put something on the good side of the scale. All right.
There's just blood everywhere. He's gone spare. It looks like he's been asleep, and I jumped on him in the middle of the night and just gone, bang, in his mouth. That's literally what his mouth.
Motherfucker, just a double. Whew. That's bad. That sounds bad. Whew. Sounds bad. Turkey teeth. Turkey teeth. Turkey teeth.
Looks like a proper monster's mouth. I haven't, obviously. The dentist has.
Yeah, it sounds like a nightmare.
The proper hammered him like the hammered him. Ruth, thank you for the donation yesterday. Hi, hello again. Can I have 3 milkshakes, please?
3 milkshakes.
Can I have a large banana?
Banana?
Do you have chocolate?
Yes, chocolate strawberry and vanilla.
So can I have 2 chocolate?
2 chocolates.
And 1 strawberry, please.
Large?
Let's do a medium.
Medium.
Just medium. How much is
2
that?
chocolate.
Just a medium.
And 1 vanilla.
Yeah. No.
Strawberry.
Strawberry. Strawberry. Cash.
All the foreign notes in the hand. Just thumbing through them. Whew. Oh, man. 2 chocolates and 1 strawberry. What do they call that? This shit is up the cosmopolitan or something like Neapolitan. Need the vanilla though.
Couldn't have banana. What's got 2 chocolate? Better than nothing in it. Yeah, that would be nice, man. I feel sorry for him, bless him.
It's going to help him get some nutrition. I don't know if it's going to help his mouth. Fuck.
I really do. He's got to have more stuff done as well. He's got to go back there, man.
Yeah, that's a grim truth right there. That was the correct face, Danny. That was the correct face. That's the grim truth right there. Look, that looks like some genuine concern, unless you're putting it on thick. I think anyone thinks of it, and you've seen it.
He was concerned about me yesterday because my son told me. He went, Dad, I was a bit concerned because you were slurring like I've never heard you slur before. It's like I was thinking like...
Yeah, see, that ain't good. You know? You don't want to be getting that call, bro. Come on. I ain't going to dog you too much on that. You know, leave the family to sort their shit, but you're sharing it, man. That's not good, right? You realize that, right? All right.
He put something in his drink or something. Because I've never heard my dad like that. Even he was worried about me, you know.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm fine, son, I'm alright.
Yeah, old. Fucking. That's the shit that you're supposed to get out in your system early on. As far as to that degree, but you know, I think it was the amount that you drank. Just your body couldn't handle it, man.
No.
Obviously.
Drinking today. No drinking today. Maybe tomorrow.
Nice. That's smart right there.
But not today. Hi, everybody. Hi.
I still suggest putting it down. You know, you want to have fun on your vacation. Yeah, hell yeah. Just do your thing, I guess. But at some point, I figure you should come home, touch down, take a long look at your shit, and, you know, not out of embarrassment or anything like that, bro. Out of the fucking wellness and shit. Yeah, I bet you realize real quick, you know, if you're honest about it and you fucking hopped off completely, I bet you'd realize real quick some new vitality coming into you, you know what I mean? It's not good.
No, this is just me coming to get some milkshakes and stuff like this. Is my sorry,
Evet, Ceren. Aslanın yemeği çıkmak ister misin? Senden önce başka kişi var mı?
I hold it.
Aha oldu.
I hold it. No, not a tray, not
Take away.
yeah, take away, yes.
Takeaway truck? Man, that's a bright ass yellow. I don't know. You know, some places I walk in, I'll walk right out if the colors ain't right.
Thank you so much.
Hey, you know what? I have noticed Danny is super kind to most people in service from the few things I've seen of him. Except for that dude last night. Oh man, let's go back to that. You know, this ain't the clip, but you were trying to put a steam on with the bartenders, you know, the so-called Turkish mafia. You were trying to put a steam on them last night, you know? Are you telling them fucking who the hottest man out of England is?
I'll carry this one.
What the fuck is that in the back right here? Check this out. It looks like they got a toilet paper roll wrapped around the fucking cords in the back of that fucking TV. You hiding some extra paper towels? What the fuck is that?
So what's with it?
Piece of foam? Danny! Oh, that's a hungover look right there, my boy. Woo! The wonderful thing about Tiggers. Tigger's a wonderful thing. That brain was probably dried up, bouncing against the skull fucking this morning. Dehydrated, my boy. Looking a little dehydrated.
My sunglasses, what, that I lost? No, I just bought them from Leeds itself. Thank you. Have a lovely day.
Come on. Say something.
I lost. My police sunglasses.
Interesting.
Yeah, okay, I've had them 15 years. Well, I haven't had them 15 years because I haven't got them no more because I've lost them.
Yeah, that's a long fucking time to have some sunglasses. You know? Holy. That's some dedication to keeping them things safe because I fucking seem to buy them and fucking lose them quick. You know, I actually kind of stopped buying them and just wait around until I get gifted them nowadays and fucking enjoy them that way because it's kind of pointless. When I buy them, I fucking, same with watches and shit. Well, watches I break and fuck up. Anyhow.
15 years, mate.
15 fucking years.
She bought them herself from like a proper police place.
Ah,
They're
gift.
not sniped. It wasn't sniped. there was original like proper police glasses. They cost you a fortune. There was varifocal things from 15 years ago as well, when it was rare. You know, like when it's bright to go dark, when it's dark to go light. That's what it was.
Whoo!
Fucking sick glasses, mate. Absolutely gutted I lost them. Can't replace them either. I can't replace them. You can't get that model no more because it's so old.
All right.
One more means it's something I can't replace. Like.
This video wasn't what I thought it would be.
You can't replace it.
And I made a hell long video out of a short one. Forgive me.
So, yeah. Very, very gutted about that, bro. But I'd forgotten about it until you just said something to me, to be honest with you. But right, come on, I'm just wanting to come on live to let you know I'm all alive and I'm fine. I'll go live when I'm in my room in a bit.
You know, you got to remember that he man. I'm kind of, at a loss for words just due to anything I'm going to say is going to be some sort of harsh advice and turn into a serious video. And whatever. I guess that's my personality. At least when I've watched this, funny enough. I could sit there and pick apart his looks. I think I may have done a few or something like that, but that's just real surface for me. Fucking, it's that. You know, when you see a being that's ahead of you in age and they seemingly have not learned some of the lessons that you've learned along the way, it's like seeing, man, it's going to get harsh again, huh? I'm gonna have to do another one. I want to have more fun and shit. We'll check out some other material, but let's just hear him finish out about these sunglasses. And thanks for your patience. I hope you enjoyed it for whatever fucking it turned out to be.
Doing live with you all and have a chat to you all. You all ask me about what the place is like.
An intervention, huh?
I'm just going to take this. I've got some painkillers and these milkshakes.
Wait a minute.
You can make sure he's all right.
You're holding painkillers right now? Hold up. Danny, are you holding the bag? What are you doing with them things? Wouldn't he have them from, the dock already? Or did you go down to the little pharmacy? It's probably like Mexico is, huh? You just go get whatever you want at the pharmacy? What do you got? What's keeping you cool? Wait a minute. Now I'm speculating. This is just a speculation, but you want some sort of modern day Valium or something to keep you cool being you ain't on the tree? No, I think you're just hungover and fucking powered down. But who knows, you know? You got a couple of them painkillers in you? Speculation.
I'm just going to take this. I've got some painkillers and these milkshakes. If you can make sure he's all right. But I need to phone.
I'm not laughing at the deed. I'm laughing at what's about to come for the Murph, man. Holy shit. People, are you ready for this new smile on the... He's already one of the cockiest motherfuckers out, right? Whoo! This motherfucker's gonna be peacocking, you know? He's in all of them fucking old tracksuits he spent. You see the two of them on the flight out? They looked like they had matching fits on the day of. Looked like some P. Diddy shit. They just were missing the fucking private jet. It would have been P. Diddy and Meek Mills. About to be a white boy summer. Holy Murph Diddy.
Just to make sure he's awake so I'm
Murph
good to
Diddy.
So I'll see you all in a bit.
He's about to turn to the real Murph Diddler with the new ones, huh? I keep thinking they're going to come out looking like chiclets. You guys know what chiclets are? The little gum pieces from Mexico. I think that's what he's going to come out looking like. It's got to be a high contrast, right? The motherfucker always has a little bit of that tan going. Or is it the red zone? I don't know what he's got.
When I've dealt with Chris and I'm back in my own room, all right? See you in a bit. I'm very thanks for the donation. I felt so bad.